Okay, again, happy Monday. Happy Monday. Again, this is Support Monday. Support Monday. So that means anything you need to work on or catch up on or ask questions about or clear up from last week, today's the day. Okay, or anything else you need, today's the day to get support for, to get help, to ask questions, to make sure you get it, right? So that's what we're going to do every Monday. So hopefully, the weekend goes fast and maybe you didn't do everything you're supposed to do, but then Monday you say, okay, that's a day I can actually talk to Mr. or talk to Miss if you're talking about another class, and then catch up on some stuff and recalibrate and get back on track. All right, so the warm-up was I wanted to show you how do we move an image, but no picture. Let's see if we can do this with no picture, because some of you I think most of you are visual learners. So can you do this with no pictures? So this is kind of like a testing yourself. Now, I know some of you got some graph paper or got your handy-dandy notebook and you drew this out because you do need a picture, and that's fine. If you still need to draw a picture to do this, that's totally fine. So we have a triangle PQR. That's the original picture. There's no little apostrophe. There's no prime, right? It's okay. I get it. So PQR, that's the original, or what we call in geometry the preimage. And then it moves to P prime, Q prime, R prime. Okay, and that's the new image. That's the new figure, the moved figure, or what we call the image. So how do we move? So it says do it in coordinate notation, right? Some of you did it in words, which is good, which is fine. Words are great too. Okay, so some of you did it in words, but coordinate notation just starts off the same. Starts off with an X, Y, and an arrow. And so that XY means original point, XY. Arrow means moves to. And then this is the new part. This is the part where you tell me what happens with X and what happens with Y. So let's see what happens with X. Let's look at the X's. P went from 0 to 5. Ooh, that's kind of easy. How many units? It went from 0 to 5. How do you go from 0 to 5 by adding and subtracting? 5, right? You add 5. So this is our guess. We're trying with P. We just say, okay, we add 5, right? Oops. Add 5. Well, let's see if it still holds up. Let's try it with Q. Q is -4. What's -4 plus 5? -4 plus 5. Well, if we get our handy-dandy calculator, right, in case you forgot, -4 plus 5 is 1. Okay, just to make sure, -4 plus 5 is 1. So that means that did add 5. Okay, good. So let's try R. R went from 7 to 12. 7 plus 5, I don't need a calculator for that. 7 plus 5 is 12. So yes, ding, 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 ding. This is plus 5. This is plus 5. All right, what happens to the Y? The Y, let's look at P, goes from 5 to -2. I went from 5 to -2. So what does that mean? Did I add or subtract? Well, if I added, the number would be bigger, right? So this time the number's smaller, so that means I must have subtracted. How much did I subtract to go from 5 to -2? It's very silent. This is so different than upstairs in my house today, or every day. Yes, you -7. It's funny. My son right now, he's in 3rd grade. He's at his desk, and you hear all the students talking, right? The teacher even has to say, okay, wait your turn. Okay, let's talk one person at a time. And my wife is student teaching also at her desk upstairs. And she's student teaching in a 3rd grade class. And then I hear the teacher saying, okay, kids, one at a time. And you hear all the kids, oh my God. And they're trying to answer. And then you come to this class. It's okay. I do mute you. I understand. I do mute you. So, because I can't record your voice. But yeah, it is a big difference. So someone said -7. So let's see. We go 5 and then we -5. So if we -5, if we -7, 5 of it goes to 0, and then I got to go 2 more in the negative, so that's -2. So, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Y minus 7. Now let's verify, right? We can't just trust ourselves. We can't trust no one, right? I have a poster here. Is this it? No, it's the... I have a poster somewhere. It says trust no one. It says trust no one. Even yourself, right? So you say it's -7, so let's try it. So verify, because trust no one. So -9 in Q goes to -16 in Q prime. Is that -7? Is -9 minus 7 give me -16? And yes, it does. Yes, it does. You want to verify? -9 minus 7, bam, gives us -16, just like Q prime. And then we try it with R. I like to verify everything. Some of you, you're like, okay, I'm good, I verified 1. I like to verify, right? Right? You know when you say the word twice, like, are you hungry? Yeah. But are you hungry? Right? I say, yeah, okay, yeah. So you're really, okay, you're hungry. So I want to verify, right? So -15 minus 7, does that get me -22? Well, let's see. -15 minus 7. That's supposed to give me -22, and if it does, then I'm good. Bam, there it is. It worked. Hold on a second. Oh, there we go. There's the cheers. It took a while because it's Monday. Okay. So there you go. So there's my coordinate notation. Now, there were some people when I was very impressed with you guys. This class impresses me a lot. Some people say they put this, and then they said, how did they say? Let me look. There was a few of you that said it like this. Every unit in the pre-image moved 5 units forward or to the right and 3 units down to move to the image. I was so proud. That was so nice. So they showed it to us like this, and then they said it in words, showing that they understood. About 3 or 4 of you did that. So congratulations. And some of you are like, Mister, I could have done that too. I get it. I understand. Because you didn't put it because I didn't ask you, and that's fine. But some people did put it in words like this and in words. And good job. That shows you not only know how to do it, but you understand. You understand how to do it. Okay, and that's very important. Not just knowing how to do something, but understand. Right? Okay, so here's what we're doing for the rest of class for about 10 more minutes, right? Because we have 30 minutes of live, and then I'll give you some time to catch up on any homework. If you didn't turn in the homework, if you didn't do a warm-up, they're all still open. So if you go to your Desmos account and there's a warm-up you didn't do, you can go back there. It gives me time to go to the grade book and put stuff in that I haven't put in yet. And I think I was working backwards this weekend, so I didn't get a lot of your stuff in here. So I will do that too. So you will notice every day that we have a warm-up, I will put it in the grade book, and you will get 5 points. It's not a lot, but it's not a little bit when you add them up. You get 5 points for doing your warm-up. Okay, so if you missed a warm-up from last week, you can still go to Desmos, and they're still there. The activity, the warm-ups are still there, and the titles of them are the days that we did them. So if you didn't do a warm-up last week, you can still go back. Mister, but I was absent. You're still responsible for the warm-ups. They're still there. If you need to go back and watch a video from last week because you were absent or you missed a day or you need a re-explanation, you can do that too. That's what Mondays are for, okay? So if you need anything, let me know. I'm here. Those of you that were wondering, because we talked a little bit about this last week, right? We about this whole GameStop thing, right? It went from like $12, $17 to over $400, right? Because a group of people just started buying because they wanted to put some people out of business. And I like this story because it's very mathy, right? It's very mathy. And the stock market, some of you are like, it's very complicated, mister, and it is. And that's so what is it right now? Let me see. GameStop. Some people got very rich. Oh, this website is acting dumb. Yeah, the Reddit page, right? That Reddit page. Bunch of small time. Now what gets me is you can clearly see how this country works, and it's pretty sad. When rich people get together and so when rich people get together and form hedge funds or form these investor groups or whatever, and when these rich people get together and invest the same way, that's okay. But when poor people get together on Reddit and want to invest the same way, oh no, we got to stop this. That's it's kind of a sad thing that's happened that is going on in our country, but that's how our country works. Rich people can do it. It's legal. Because they're rich, so they can call them hedge funds or investor groups and have a fancy name and a logo, right? But when you get poorer people who don't invest as much, who aren't putting millions or thousands or billions in anything, but putting a little bit, but all together can be a lot. Oh, that's illegal, right? So it's kind of funny how the world works, because I don't know if you heard, it could have gone higher, but all these stocks and things they wanted to invest in, the places that poorer people can invest in, like Robinhood and all these little apps and stuff that we can, because that's what I use. I invest with Robinhood and SoFi and Webull, Webull. That's another app you can trade stocks for free. Well, these places, especially Robinhood, they're getting a lot of flack. They stopped people from trading those. Oh no, you can only, they're still there. You can only trade up to 5 stocks. Or you can only buy or sell 5 or 10. Really? Just because we're poor? Yeah. Because the rich people were getting poorer and they didn't like that. And they said, oh no, we need to stop this. So see, it's even stuck right now. I'm stuck. I can't even go to the, okay. All right. If there are any questions about anything, I'll be here.